So is this cooked?
So no, you gotta cook the meat.
Forget that genius crap, huh?
All right, Devin. So why we come here?
Because you can eat as much as you want. You can eat it raw. So how was your conversation with Billy Graham?
I knew him. I'm not a real genius. It's a work. But you know what I like most about Billy Graham?
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, I knew him when he was the champion of all time. I knew him at the peak of his career.
Yeah.
And he was nice to everybody.
Oh, really?
And you know, a lot of times these guys are not.
He doesn't have an attitude. He's very down to earth.
But I mean, I knew him when he was the man. There was nobody in the business better than him at the time that I met him. He goes, brother, man, you're gonna bang, you know, made me feel like Randy too. Randy was just a skinny guy out of baseball.
Yeah.
Billy Graham gave him encouragement. He said, brother, you're gonna make it, brother. You gotta make it, you know, but he was that way with everybody.
Yeah, he just got a bad deck of cards dealt to him. And he made mistakes. He told me about he always upgraded to first class and he flew instead of driving to the towns. Small towns. Hanging out with Billy for a week was pretty sobering. His liver is cirrhosis again, his second liver, which means it's dried up. He had his first liver was dried up. He got a liver transplant, and now he's lasted 10 years. Normally you only live 8 years, so he's already overstayed his welcome. But he recently had a fall, and he had a CAT scan done to see if his spine was okay, and it showed up on the CAT scan that his spine was okay, but his liver's dried up again. He's a nice guy, but obviously lots of mood swings. But very, very nice. He's helped just getting me those appointments. That's above and beyond a nice person.
He's incredible.
And he even shot an angle with me in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Is there cats?
I don't know what I'm eating here.
What's it doing?
What was that? This is not food, you know? I was telling him, when you hit me on the floor, I thought I was in Stu Hart's dungeon. You know? First, I couldn't breathe, so I tried like hell to get off my back. And I couldn't because they're too strong. So I said, well, this ain't gonna work because he's too strong. So I decided to just relax. Wouldn't need as much oxygen if I relaxed. Hopefully you just let me up. Finally you did. And I knew I was gonna live. And I'll tell you what, you're too strong to fuck with. I was out of my league.
At least we caught the match on tape.
So what happened after the match backstage?
I thought the match had gone pretty well. I didn't notice. What are you laughing? No, I didn't notice anything unusual about the match. And of course, at that point, I didn't realize it was his only shirt. But yeah, I basically hear some yelling and turn around, and the next thing I know, Lanny tried to slap me in the face. I think you actually connected with the slap. And then, really, it was a few years ago, I don't really remember it, but there was a scuffle and then a lot of yelling afterwards. That's the main thing I remember is you and Honky Tonk Man yelling at me. and I was worried that you were going to leave because you
I
had
thought
said
I thought I had retired from wrestling one match too late.
What was your favorite match of your career? I don't think I've ever asked you. Hulk Hogan?
Oh, Hogan.
Oh, Hulk Hogan. Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
That was the one day that I was not a jabroni. After years of being a jabroni, this was my night.
What was the crowd reaction like that night after you won? Because no one expected it. He hadn't lost. At that point, when was the last time he lost? It had been, I can't remember him losing too much in the 80s.
What happened was, it was in Topeka, Kansas, and they had 3 Superstars of Wrestling tape and Saturday Night's Main Event. So those people that were there like at 1 in the morning, and that's when the match happened, at about 1 in the morning. But they stayed to see it, and it was late. And he was over. You know, and it didn't matter who I was. I could have been heel X. You know, his health versus anybody. Well, it was my turn to be anybody. And the thing about Hogan, his wife wrote a tell-all autobiography saying that him and Brutus Beefcake are homosexual lovers. Well, I guarantee you they're not homosexual, they're not queers. But they both got divorced, turned around and got remarried, so they're better off sucking each other off because, you know, how stupid can you be? But the average person has 57 sheets of toilet paper he uses every day. Believe that?
I don't think about it.
I think about it. I don't use any.